Hello, everyone. Welcome to Harv's World for another Sunday on Elm Creek. And today we have not only Sharko and Caveman, we have got Gary Robertson, maybe better known to some of you as Wet Coaster, with us today. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Sharko's apparently muted himself.
Hello.
There he is. And did we get Gary set up again?
Yep.
Yep.
I can't hear him.
He's talking. Can you not hear him?
I cannot. Maybe it's on my end. Hang on a second. Let me check something. Checking. Okay, I guess that didn't work the way I thought it did. So he should be able to talk now. Go ahead, Gary.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you. Sorry about that. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Good.
Thought I started doing a Verizon ad.
All right. Do you hear me now? So we have got a lot of fall planting to do today. That's going to be our big goal, and we got some grass work going. So Caveman and Gary are mowing Sharko's grass. I'm planting Sharko's field in canola, and let's see who all we got. Eric Kuntz, Easy Rider, Firefighting Farmers back after a long hiatus. Good to have you back with us, man.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Sparky's here today, and he's already blaming Sharko for something. Because that's his favorite thing. If he can't blame Sharko for something, he's not having a good day. Jonathan Bear. RMJ Strike Cat. Welcome back, RMJ. Good to have you with us today. Jordan the Canadian Kid, James, Rob, David Smith, and Glenda, of course. Hi, Glenda. And Sharko's in the chat. Did I say Easy Rider? Did I miss him? He's out driving and following along while he's trucking. Hopefully. Well, we try, RMJ. We try to we try to get everybody's questions answered. And Kevin, our illustrious moderator, thank you so much for joining us again today, Kevin. Pulling a Vision ad. Well, I think the Verizon ad. Oh, that might have been autocorrect. I'm betting that comment from Jonathan was autocorrect. It changed Verizon to Vision. What were you going to say, Caveman?
I was going to tell Gary with that baler, once it's unloaded and started the wrapping process, you can start moving again. You don't have to sit there and let it completely wrap.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And it also does pick up in reverse, so if you run over a little bit and want to back up and grab it, you can.
One nice thing about
I
having
missed a bit on the first or second one there.
One nice thing about having Gary with us today is he's a somewhat experienced farm sim guy, but not completely experienced. So RMJ was just talking about us answering questions. With a little bit of luck, he'll have some good questions for us today too. So,
Like that tip right there, I thought I had to completely stop while it was doing all this.
yeah, that's traditional baler MO. But no, not until it's until your chamber is full.
Yep.
That's why we
Once it's
go ahead.
once it's full, the chamber's full, and the bale has been made and eject. You stop to let it eject onto the wrapping platform. After it closes, you can take back off again and keep rolling.
Right.
So it's just the eject process.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, Sparky. Sparky's even going to do himself now. It's not just hashtag BSC, it's also hashtag blame Sparky. There we go. Well, that's good to hear, FF. Good to hear, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hear.
Wow, and you're even going to go to college. Good for you, man. Big pat on the back, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Farming Sins, how you doing, bud? Those of you who were with us on Wednesday, we had our cancer fundraiser for Farming Sins. You guys, being the amazing human beings that you are, managed to raise $250 to help out his family. Kudos to the Harv's World uh, viewers, subscribers, members, all of you guys for being always so willing to help out in times of need. You guys never cease to amaze and impress me, honestly. And somebody was saying, oh, it was Sparky was saying, Sharko, did you know that General Patton had ADHD? Since you have mentioned that on the stream before.
Mm-hmm. And I think he said dyslexic, or is dyslexic, not ADHD.
Oh, that's right, dyslexic. My bad. Oh, FF has got the PC bug now. You guys have trained him to be a PC fanatic like you guys, because up until last year, he didn't know much about PCs. He jumped in with both feet, built his own machine for the first time, and now he's going to school to be an IT technical guru. He's going to come back, you guys, and start teaching you two things that you didn't even know you needed to be taught.
I was gonna say, FF, if you go all the way through IT school and you can't teach me and Sharko at least one thing, then you didn't go to you didn't learn nothing at school.
Nope. That's your job now, FF, is to make one of us learn something.
There you
There's
go.
your goal. You gotta teach us something after you complete your schooling.
Oh, and a new job too, on top of that. Yeah, and no education is cheap.
No.
Nope. Neither
Yeah.
one of them is.
He got a new job, says he's making the big bucks. Outstanding, man. Good for you.
Oh, that's good.
So we're getting canola in this field for Sharko.
Mm-hmm.
He and Caveman are both producing honey at this point. I've been buying Caveman sugar to keep my dairy running. In fact, when we get done planting this, I need to go take care of that dairy just a little bit.
Oh, I also have soybeans next month to harvest too.
RMJ, you are, as I always say, you're in very good company because a lot of the folks here started following me because of that Ravenport walkthrough. And I'll be honest, I'm very proud of how many people that has helped get into Farm Sim. And I still get comments on that series.
I'll wait for you.
Thank you. Getting a little close to the tree line. I've got to do some funky turnarounds here.
That's fair. You're a lot bigger than the little roller I have.
I play. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us. Got a migraine, so just listening. Thanks, I play. Take care of yourself. I hope that goes away soon. I know they can be brutal.
Oh yes, take care of yourself there.
Oh, that's cool, Sparky. Sparky used his GI Bill to go to trade school and become an electrician. I'm
Oh,
telling.
Oh, nice.
I'm telling you, man. You might be doing the right thing too, there, FF. I mean, I'd never tell you were doing the wrong thing. You got to do what's right for you, but so much emphasis has been placed on college educations, and while I won't say they're a bad thing, I would say that there's been so much emphasis on college educations that the skilled trades where you can make an exceptionally good living like electrician, plumber, carpenter, things like that, are being neglected to a point where they're having hard time finding people to do them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
It is very true.
So if you're,
there's a shortage all around of
yeah,
skilled trades.
it's starting in the late 70s, early 80s, everybody started to believe that you couldn't get a good job without a college degree, and so everybody's been pushed in that direction. And now they're finding out, oh wait, we kind of need plumbers and electricians.
Mechanics.
Maybe electrician, go learn about fiber as well.
That's a good point too.
Right.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Has the beehive gotten in your way, Harv?
Not a bit.
Okay, good. I wanted it close to the field, but at the same time didn't want it to be in the way.
Oh, does your other field up? Was your other field up there planted in grass, or is that canola?
The one right in front of you?
No, the one that you plowed out.
Oh, that's in soybeans.
Oh, that's right, soybeans.
This is the only thing I could plant and still harvest for the sunflowers I was going to put in there. Oh, certified HVAC. That's cool.
That is cool.
Bruce, how you doing? Graham says the biogas plant stole his bales. Some biogas plants, Graham, they don't pay you up front. They pay you after, or at the end of the day at midnight.
Yep.
I think he's talking about the ones on the Deaded server, I think.
Probably.
That's another time they stole it.
There aren't two on Elmcreek, are there? It's just the one.
Just the one.
Also, if they're not done fermenting, it will eat your bales and not pay you anything for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Gotta
that's very true.
Got to keep that in mind also.
It will say silage bale. It will not say grass bale fermenting.
And Eric, on FS22, you don't have to own the biogas plant anymore to use it as a sale point.
I don't think you can. Oh, I guess you can buy it.
You can buy
Can
it,
buy it.
but you don't have to anymore.
Yep. But don't buy it in multiplayer, because then nobody else will be able to use it.
Right?
Yeah, no, don't do that.
That's something that we should maybe have included in at least the notes about the dedicated server. If you buy if you buy one of the factories, nobody else is going to be able to use it. Electrical work is something that can't get outsourced, and I can get a job anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world for that matter. Yeah, that's a great point too. If you want electrical work done, you have to hire an electrician. Or try to do it yourself. I have a friend who's not an electrician. He's a math teacher, and he's learned an awful lot about electrical. He's just not a certified electrician, but he does all of his own electrical work at this point. At least the smaller jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen him wire a whole room. Okay,
It's
well,
not too hard once you understand what you're doing. Just make sure the power's always turned off when you do anything with electricity.
oh crap.
What?
I'm gonna get hit by the train. Bam!
Oh,
It got me off the track, though. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding.
Oh, you're already overplanting your fields.
No, I'm, while you guys are wrapping up over there, I got a few little odds and ends to take care of at the shop. And
There's a repair bill.
yeah, no kidding. It was on Sharko's planter, though, so what do I care? Oh, wait a minute.
Let's blame Harv.
Hashtag blame Harv, that's right.
Sparky, I don't think you can get digestate from the BGA without buying it, but you can buy it for the same price and place it on your own farm and still have that sell point.
Right, absolutely.
Yes, and that's what we've been asking everybody on the dedicated server to do. To place your own factories and stuff, so it doesn't break something for, like, contracts for other players.
Yeah.
Let's see, we saw Bruce come in. Lifehawk, I'm sorry I missed you, man. Lifehawk, Paul Tunks, good to have you with us. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, I hope to have a safe trip this week. Michael Villafana, did we know Tesla's moving to Texas? Yeah, I had heard about that. David Smith, yeah, that's a good point, David. One problem with IT these days is it's easy to outsource. A lot of that seems to end up going to India, actually. James, I work for the federal government. We have all kinds of prohibitions, and I'm not going to cross any lines by. And I'm sure I could probably say, but anyway. I work for the federal government helping farmers in the United States. Will I go back to FS19 or do you stay on 22? I will stay on 22, and that's not what I wanted. I'm still running a series. My Off the Grid series is still on FS19. So I am switching back and forth right now. But for the most part, it'll be FS22.
But there's not too much different to go back to the older one.
Alright, RJM, take care, man. Take it easy. For my farm, now that I've got the cows, I want to get a milk trailer, and I found this cool mod on ModHub specifically for milk trailers. I think it's just a fun little mod, and it's reasonably priced with a nice volume to it. So, and it's got this milk logo you can put on the side, which I find fun also. And that's literally the only reason I'm doing it, is because it's just a little good fun. So I'm buying myself and my farm a milk trailer.
Oh, nice.
And this does, I can run this up to 24,000 liters, but right now I'm not producing that much milk. So at some point I can expand this trailer, but for now, just running a small amount, not gonna worry about it.
Yeah, I just crashed into my trailer. Looking at chat and not where I was driving.
Jordan's dad knows how to do electrical, along with some plumbing too. Basically, jack of all trades. Nice, Jordan.
Nice. It's always nice for small things, yeah.
Right.
My dad's very similar.
Well, I know how to do electrical. I know how to do some plumbing. A little bit of mechanic work, not much. Know a lot about computers.
I'm very similar to Caveman.
I know just enough about woodworking to be dangerous, although I've built a few things that I was quite pleased with in the end. One of them was after my mom had her stroke, I built a wheelchair ramp for my parents' house. And no, that's the slurry. I think the milk is right around here in the front. Yep.
You can think about that. I mean, I've done plenty of construction work. I've built like 4 or 5 tobacco barns. And set probably 5 or 6 dozen houses.
Okay, if this is the milk point, why am I not getting a fill trigger here? I did not test this trailer. Maybe I should have.
Do you need to open it?
Do I? Maybe. I guess I do. It does need to be open. Normally these trailers don't have to be open, but that's kind of cool, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like a cool trailer.
It is a cool trailer.
In my first house, I needed some electrical work done, so I had a friend who was a licensed electrician come over, and he goes, "I'm not wiring this," and I go, "No, watch me, so I don't kill myself."
It actually shows
So
milk in there too.
I learned
That's
how
cool.
to do the simple jobs under supervision.
Well, I know enough about wiring houses to be dangerous.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wired up the generator hookup to our house, my house. So
I know enough where I probably won't hurt myself.
Probably won't.
I don't want to say not, because there's always sometimes like anyone can make a mistake, but
Of course.
yeah.
like I could
know
just look
enough
at a
where
wall.
it's. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I know enough where it's. No, we're gonna call an electrician for this one.
Pretty
Well,
much.
you know, a wheelchair ramp doesn't sound like much, but there we go. I can deliver my 12,000 gallons of milk, 12,000 liters of milk. The trick was it was in their garage, and it had two decks on it, two stopping points, and two different ramps built onto those decks so that I could angle it in a couple different directions so that I could get the slope. It needed to be a very long length, so because the slope would have been too high otherwise.
So yeah, you don't wanna.
Right.
You don't want to try and have like a really steep angle and push up a wheelchair. That's not fun.
Not at all.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to make that rocket assist wheelchair.
I can get my flour delivered to my bakery. I've been producing a lot of flour. Oh, are we full? No, we're not full. Sorry for the lag, guys. I forgot to release the straps. Sometimes these deliveries can really make your server lag.
Oh yeah.
Especially strawberries. There we go. Perfect.
Strawberries will lag out even a beast of a system.
Like cavemen's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I've got one more purchase I'm going to make that nobody knows about except for Harv. Unfortunately, to make this purchase, I'm going to have to extend my loan.
I can't take out a bigger loan. I already took out a massive loan.
Sparky, electrical work is my art medium. I can fix or build anything. I learned a lot of stuff to do stuff from my grandfather. Yeah, that's... My dad couldn't build a matchbox, so I didn't really have a lot of opportunity to learn from him. Matthew Albert, welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
Did you know that electricians talk about current events? Ba-dum-bum-bum. Lifehawk. How much am I going to borrow? Probably another 100,000. There we go. Okay.
Gary, how you coming with those bales over there?
Just about finished. Just want to know how much you want me to clean up the field here. There's a bunch of little bits, obviously, I missed.
I was gonna say there's another field if you keep going down this road. That is also
okay,
grass.
turn around and okay.
My fields have gotten big enough that I feel like this is necessary.
Uh-oh.
So I'm buying a second planter. I'm buying the big mother.
Big one.
The big one.
Okay. Go hard.
Yeah.
Well, I've got another purchase in mind too, but it won't be necessary for quite some time, so not going to concern myself with that one. And then I'm going to need a couple pallets of liquid fertilizer, because this actually runs fertilizer, so...
It does. You want to sell mine then?
No.
Or are you gonna use both?
We might need both.
Okay.
And since Caveman has a tractor that'll do it now.
Yeah.
Bruce, yes, I love that. That's a brilliant thing that ArgZ is doing, that map directory for FS22. That's a nice website. If you guys haven't seen it, I don't have a link available just yet, but he's actually got a world map where all of the different FS22 maps are listed, or yeah, the FS22 maps are listed, and he's got details and information and links about where to download them on this web page. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, give me a push.
Caveman likes cutting everything.
Oh yeah, Caveman cuts everything.
I didn't realize there was a big hill there.
There's a big hill there.
Wish it would beep at about 95%.
Shurka, did you know that your harvester is down here at the shop?
I parked it there because I'll need the corn header for it.
Oh, that's right. When we get to your
It's up there.
sunflowers.
Yeah.
We might actually end up doing some sugarcane harvest today, guys, but I'll tell you what. You might be shocked and amazed at how it turns out. Because Caveman has taken pity on us. A great deal of pity. So,
I found something that may or may not be overpowered.
we're not going to say it's realistic either. Anyhow, alright, FF, take care, bud. We'll talk to you later, man.
Take care.
Pacific Northwest. Yeah, I wish somebody would come out with an update to the old Pacific Northwest. Because it's not the same as the FS19 version. Anybody who's looking for it, just so you know, it is not the same.
Yeah, Sharko wouldn't pick up that big pile behind me.
Yeah, it's probably off my own.
It's probably not on his property.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've had issues like that before, so.
Hey Harley, how's it going? Good to have you with us as always. Harv, can you explain how the FS22 server works? Can other people use your tractor and equipment? So, DJ Doggo, you have to grant them contractor access for or other types of permissions before they can just jump on your farm. So, for example, and I'll show you real quick here. Turn off my lime spreader. If I go look down here in this menu, farm management, and we look at Caveman's farm, for example, I've got the option to remove contractor access. If he didn't have contractor access, this would say grant contractor access. And that contractor access gives him access to, I can set what he has access to, but it can also just be set to have access to everything. So it's just a matter of setting up the proper permissions. If you don't want somebody on your farm, you can also password protect your farm so somebody can't automatically jump on your farm. Just little things like that. It's, you know, it's not complicated. You just have to get on and practice it. You know, look at it, sort it out a little bit. And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm pulling behind my my lime tender and my lime spreader on the front of this tractor, and it's actually pulling lime right out of the lime tender to spread. So that's pretty handy since we go through lime so bloody quickly.
Yes, yes it is.
We need more axes. Are you talking about like wood chopping axes, or are you talking about guitars?
I thought they were talking about battle axes.
Well, the lime spreader mod is on Mod Hub, and it's just a Bridal F2WS 4000. It spreads 42 meters at a time. Now the auger wagon is PC only, not found on Mod Hub. You can find it on Mod Network though. It's by Iconic. ICONIK. And I'm sure you know how to use the search function, right? Absolutely.
The transfer money to farm is how you could send money from your farm to another farm. Like Harv mentioned earlier that he's been buying my sugar for his dairy. So what he would do is he would go in and transfer the money to my farm.
Right.
So that I could get paid for delivering the sugar to him.
Exactly. We've come upon an agreed upon price at, was it $1,500 per 1,000 liters of sugar?
Yes.
He delivered 10 pallets of sugar to me earlier today, and I used transfer money to farm to transfer $15,000 to Caveman's farm. I agree, Kev. Liming takes so much. I'm going to use like 50,000 liters of lime just to do this one field. Martin Salinas, how you doing, bud? Good to see you again. The downside to lime and fertilizer spreaders, chemical not spray, is that you cannot change the width on them. Like, it's actually a really nice feature on the sprayers now, that you can shut down sections of the sprayers so you don't have to waste as much liquid fertilizer. But you can't do that on these spreaders, so I'm liming a whole bunch of grass that doesn't need it. Life goes on.
Just helping the grass grow.
Exactly. Excuse me. I don't know if you necessarily care, Caveman, but I can hear what you're doing in the background.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh.
What did you hear?
I'd have sworn I heard somebody's vape going off.
No.
Okay. No, it wasn't me, so I must have been hearing something else. Not a big deal.
Must have been.
I had a drink of coffee.
Sharko took up vaping.
Yes, because that put me to the hospital.
I knew it.
They'll do anything to get out of having to do work.
Right? Well, you don't get Harv's World medical insurance. There's no Harv's World medical insurance. You live in Canada. Your hospital bills are
That's
covered
true.
anyway.
That's true.
All I got to say is thank God for these rock crushers that make lime.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Did you want me to cut the grass on your fields too, Harv?
mine's done.
Oh, yours is done?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just needs to be tedded. If you wanted to
Okay.
ted it, be my guest, but other than that, no mowing necessary. Oh, we need to go over and plant your field too.
I can't plant sugar beets yet.
Can I change the width on this spreader? Oh, I can't. I did not even realize that. Holy crap. This spreader does have a width adjustment on it. Okay, shutting up now. Well, that was good, Harv. Now if I could just turn off one side or the other. Yeah, so if you see at the bottom of my control windows, guys, the command isn't showing, but I believe it's Control Z. And the width will reduce all the way down to 15 meters from 42. That's what I get for not paying attention or checking something. I made an assumption and it was a bad one.
You got any more grass? I'm at 32%.
I don't think that's so.
I've got 2 grass fields over at my farm that are ready to be baled.
Does he know which farm is your farm? Where you got the baler from?
But, oh, there's some more grass.
There's a new mod that came out that does lime and sugar beet. Yes, there is. I believe it's from Omatana, who has a factory now that will produce lime and cut sugar beets. The best way to make sugar is to cut sugar beets. Right, Jordan, right. Basically a rock crusher that does both. I'm not too far away from being done with liming this field.
I was gonna say the 42 meters helps a lot.
Yeah. Just for lime, it's such a small tank.
It goes so fast, yeah.
Oh yeah, it blows through it.
There's Sprue. How you doing, Sprue? Good to have you back with us, man.
Sprue.
Hey, Sprue.
I got a few missed spots over here that need to be taken care of. Oh no, I've got a whole other section of this field to do yet. Come on, Case, let's go. You got this.
Oh.
What's that, caveman?
I didn't realize my seed tender was so low on seed.
I loaded. I already bought and loaded the new planter, but
Oh.
I probably didn't buy enough to do this whole field in barley, which is what it's going to get.
Well, I just bought enough to refill my seed tender anyway.
Oh wow. It's Clone. Welcome to Harv's World. Nice to see you, man.
Hi.
Welcome.
Now, when we start planting this field, we're going to need multiple rollers on it.
I'll go grab mine.
I do have the big one over here. My other big field is not being planted today. I'm going to leave that fallow until it's time for oats.
You have someone who can use the big one over there, Harv, or do you want to bring mine over?
Wait, say what now?
I said, are you going to be using your roller, or want me to go over there with my tractor and grab the big one?
I'll probably be running my new planter.
Yeah.
That his case will run the roller.
Will it? Okay.
Yeah. It should anyway.
Yeah, surely it's not more than 260 horsepower.
So where do you want me now? I'm at 82%.
I'll just follow me. I'll take you to K-Band's farm. They just turn around.
There you are.
Okay.
Or if you want to do something different, we can run those bales later too.
Yeah, that is true. We can.
You have free labor here, so.
Kyle, how you doing? Yeah, but it's nice when everybody can be working together too.
So I don't. Caveman and I aren't getting paid, so
Yeah, that's
Howard gets a
true.
lot of free labor.
Yes, he does. You guys are very generous with your time, and I greatly appreciate it.
Well, I guess maybe not. Maybe I'm not free yet. I did lose apparently 18 million. So
There we go. There's that narrower spread. Alright, I wish I'd have known about that sooner. I wish I would have paid attention. I never keep my controls window open, so... Alright. Lime complete. Hallelujah.
This baler will let me mix from field to field.
Yeah. Although, whose bales are those going to be since he's on a different farm? Are they going to be Sharko's bales?
They'll be our bales.
And remember, we've run that in... Well, we on contracts,
on
we've run into a
contracts.
problem.
It's only a problem on contracts now.
it's whoever sold them.
I
who gets
gotcha.
it.
Dragging out the field roller. I actually do have two field rollers over here. A small one and a big one.
Oh. Well, I guess I had to bring mine.
We're going to do barley on the big field, and we're going to do barley on the smaller field next to the railroad track also. Just
Alrighty.
FYI.
Alright.
No, there's another one past his silo on the other side of the trees.
Don't start here.
Yep, you can start there.
Snow Bunny, how are you doing? How's the wild world of snow? I have an ex whose last name was Snow. That would explain the condition of her heart, by the way.
Cold.
Yep.
You said we're doing barley on both of these?
Yeah. But the other big field is not being planted today.
We got up to 12 degrees here yesterday.
Outstanding, Rob. Welcome to the Green Machine. Thank you so much, man. We love the channel members.
I'll go start up here at the other end with the smaller one.
Alright. I'm just getting some headland out of the way down here for turnaround room without hitting the tracks all the time. I've been playing a lot of Ark. How is that? How is Ark? I kind of know what it is, but not terribly familiar with it.
Oh, what was it? The Ark Survival Evolved, the one with the dinosaurs?
Yeah,
Is there
I'm
another-
pretty sure that's correct.
Well, there's like a bunch of different games that have Ark in the name. So I had to ask.
Sure. Much appreciated, Rob. Very much appreciated. Snow Bunny loves her dinos. Was it you in the Discord that was having a dinosaur conversation with somebody before? I seem to remember something like that taking place at one point. Like a real dinosaur conversation, not a gaming related one, but actual facts about dinosaurs. That sounds right to me.
And I like dark. You just get boring kind of quick.
We got up to 12 degrees here yesterday, which is about 54 for you Southerners.
We're supposed to get up into the 70s today. Low 70s, like
Wow.
71, 72. And then it's going to get Arctic cold again.
Here's a funny thing, it was above 0 or above freezing yesterday. And it dropped back down to minus 20 Celsius, which is, I have no clue in Fahrenheit.
Stupid
Double it
cold.
at 30.
Hayden Wall, how you doing, man?
Celsius, double it at 30.
Minus 10 Fahrenheit?
Yeah, about that.
Let's run over here. And I'll start in just about right there. And we got 2 of these planters. These big fields aren't going to take long at all now.
No, they're
No.
not. Might need to invest in another one of the ones that holds fertilizer.
There you go. If you wanted to do something, Sharko, you could trade that one up into the bigger one.
Yeah, I probably will have to do that.
Doing pretty good, Hayden. Doing pretty good. How about yourself? And you guys keep all that snow.
None around me.
Keep it or put it up in the mountains, man.
Snow belongs on mountains and calendars.
That sounds about right, Tanel. The Star Ninja. I think that's right. When I get turned around at the end of this row, I'll jump into the shop and look real quick. Although there is a mod on ModHub now that allows you to turn any auger trailer into, or to carry lime.
And that mod is crossplay compatible.
Yep. Oh, I wanted the shop. Yeah, it's the Star Ninja 19,000. That's the one that I'm running. There's 2 in the pack. The 33,000 is also available, but I didn't feel the need for something that big. Nice thing is these are very expandable also. I could run this up to 57,000 liters at a time, which might be necessary in the future if we end up doing a lot of lime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
No mountains in Manitoba. Oh, Kevin lives in the mountains, and even he doesn't want all that snow. How about them
I
apples?
like all that snow.
Oh, that's right. Sharko is our snowbird.
The mountains in Saskatchewan either.
Not as much as my parents, though.
Oh, they big snowbirds too.
Well,
Or
they love
snow lovers.
snowboarding, so.
The snowbirds go to Florida for the winter.
That's right.
That's right, they sure do.
They dodge the snow.
No, my parents go to where the snow is so they can go snowmobiling.
More snow equals less humans. Maybe.
I mean, that's true. There's a lot of people don't live really far up north.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hard to farm in the snow and ice.
You guys get all that. You guys get all that snow in Canada, and you've only got like 36 million people in the whole gigantic place. So
Mm-hmm.
now I understand.
So about 90% live within 100 miles of the border, of the
Yep.
U.S. border.
Yep.
And we're securing the southern border. What are we thinking up here?
Yeah, we want to build the wall on the southern border.
It's the only border we have.
That's the only border y'all have got with civilization, anyway.
Well, we've got that war with Denmark going on.
You guys are at war with Denmark?
And there's an island between Greenland and Baffin Island, I think, that both countries are claiming.
I don't want to say a war, but disagreement.
It's a Canadian war. A Canadian ship goes by, puts up a Canadian flag, and leaves a bottle of maple syrup. And the Danish Navy goes by, puts up a Danish flag and a bottle of schnapps.
Oh, I'm rooting for the Danes then. I'm sorry, guys. I'll take the schnapps over the maple syrup.
Well, it might be Bottle Canada Club, I'm not sure.
Alright, I made the mistake of bringing up that whole trucking thing on Friday, so we're not going there again. No, 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 and no. Oh, yeah, the problem with that other cedar is it's not fertilizing where I am fertilizing, so
I was just about to say that.
it's alright.
As long as this caveman stays and doesn't keep like crossing, you'll be fine.
No, I think we're pretty well set on where we're at. Well, sort of. Close enough for Harv's World work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna knock this big field out in no time.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the rolling. Rolling takes so long.
Because I think we need to invest in a bigger roller.
We need to invest in another bigger tractor first.
Uh-huh.
350 horsepower. The fan can pull it.
It's not the problem of whether or not it can pull it, it's a problem of how squirrely it is pulling it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That big 26-meter roller is,
That Fent 1050 with duals is squirrely pulling it.
Huh.
it's nice though. It is nice. I think my chat froze up.
Mine hasn't moved either, so.
So what's everybody got planned for the week? Everybody got something interesting to keep them occupied over the week, and you all just going to work and doing your usual thing. And I let everybody know last stream, and I'll let you know again this stream, that we will not be having Wednesday streams for right now, and that's just because I have to travel for work this weekend next. And that's likely to continue in the future. I'm not sure just how much yet, but I will not be here on Wednesday, so we can't do a Wednesday stream. Unfortunately, because that's a highlight of my week. I agree, Bruce. Actually, the bone I have to pick right now with FS22 is mulchers. Since
Yeah.
it's not something you can turn off, it's required to get 100% yield. I want something more than a 5.8 meter mulcher. Kyle and I know I saw both Kyles come in. Doing pretty well, Kyle. All things considered, things are going pretty good. Oh, Rob's almost done with his work week, it sounds like, and then he gets 10 days off. Oh, dude, I'm jealous.
10 days, that's a long time off.
Right?
That is a long time off.
Sprue the Friday night impromptu streams, the late night streams, those are iffy. It just depends on how exhausting all this travel is going to be.
I think he said midnight because Wednesdays is his midnight.
Yeah, you're right. He did. You're
I mean,
right.
he could mean midnight for you, but it's midnight for me too.
Yeah, same.
This is interesting. I don't know if I'm planting. No, I guess I'm not. We don't use seed when you've already planted a section, but it's also not affecting the rolling that was done over here either. So,
Yeah, because it's not a direct drill.
right.
Just like if you've already fertilized something and I run over it putting down seed, it still keeps the fertilizer there.
Right.
It doesn't use any extra seed even though it changes the texture.
That's a long time. 10-hour shifts for 6 days.
Almost done. I get done with this row, I'm going to jump off this field and go do the other one. And then we're not planting a field for you then, Caveman, is that right?
Nope, because I can't plant sugar beets yet.
That's right. So our planting is already done. Well, as soon as I get that second field completed.
I might want to get another roller.
Yeah, are you using the big roller?
I can lease this same one.
No, ain't no sense in leasing another one.
It's only 800.
Ain't no sense in leasing another one.
I mean, I can throw a helper in on a tractor with a roller for that matter. I don't have a problem putting a helper out there.
That field's not actually big enough to have both of these planters on.
Not at all, no. Yeah, we've got
Starting
it.
on the second field now.
Excellent. We got a nice mix today.
Awesome.
Canadians, Americans, a few from the UK. Oh, that's right. Today's Super Bowl Sunday, too. Oh, I should have made this. I didn't even think about it. I don't keep track of sports generally, but I should have made the stream title something like, moving the ball another yard or, some football type quote.
I wouldn't even know
Superb
what
owl.
kind of quote to use.
Herb owl.
Let's see. What are the is it going on right now?
Not yet. It will be later today. It's a bit early yet, although pregame festivities may have started by now. Because we
Well, I
need.
mean, around here, pregame, like pre-game get-together and partying started last night.
Fair enough. I mean, as far as like the TV is concerned, because we need 6 hours of color commentary and talking about every fart and wrinkle of the Super Bowl since time began.
Yep.
Before the game even begins.
I mean, delivery drivers around here that like do DoorDash and deliver for restaurants are making a killing this weekend.
Oh, I
bet.
bet. Yeah.
A friend of mine that works delivery normally makes on average like $50 to $60 every night in tips,
Right.
even on the weekend. Last night made almost $800 in tips.
Wow.
Yeah. It was last night.
Wow.
I'd like to see what today's are going to be.
No kidding.
You know what the funny thing is I live in the middle of nowhere, but I can actually order pizza to my house.
You've got drivers that'll come out that far?
Yep.
Wow.
I know. And they don't charge, like, I think it's only like $3 delivery charge. It's ridiculous.
$3?
Yeah,
That's dirt cheap.
I know.
I mean, you could live like a mile from the store here and pay more than that in delivery fees.
I know it's ridiculous.
That's 3 Canadian.
Yeah, I was saying, it's 3 Canadians. It's like...
Even if it was 3 American, that's still dirt cheap.
Right?
No, it is ridiculous.
Mr. Powell, how are you doing, Bradley? Good to have you with us. Super Bowl starts at 6 p.m. Yeah, that sounded about right. And Harv, do I need to buy a subscription to play on your server? Yep, the Harv's World dedicated server is available to all members of Harv's World, regardless of what level. Although we are starting to fill up. I don't know if we've got one more available farm left or not. You're always welcome to.
I don't think we do.
You're always welcome to play and help other people. But I think farm ownership has been... it took a long time. But all of a sudden, a lot of traction has been gained on that server, and people have gotten a lot more interested in it.
Yes. So you would have to find somebody that is okay with you sharing a farm with them.
Right. There's plenty of slots available, I think
yeah.
I think that'll run 16. The max that
12.
farms 12.
I think it's 12 is what it's set up to, yeah.
Okay.
It's 12.
So 12 people
Console
can be on at a
limitation.
time. And it is available to both PC and console players. We wanted to make sure of that. But it's a small map. I mean, Elmcreek isn't the biggest map on the planet, so we felt like 5 farms, the 5 farms that the map actually comes with, was really going to kind of max that out. And I think that's reasonable. Okay. I know I had to take out a loan to do it, but I'm really happy that I bought this bigger planter. And I am out of seed.
I wish I could take out a bigger loan for Sharko so he could get a better tractor.
Right?
I think I have enough to buy a bigger tractor. Well,
I didn't
okay.
say bigger, I said better.
Oh, I have an idea for a tractor.
You have the seed tender over here somewhere, right, Caveman?
Yes, it's over there hooked up to my truck still.
The tractor I'm looking at is around 300 horsepower. I think it's a CTV. Is it? It is, yeah, it is a CTV.
I mean, I still think you should have kept your Landini.
What, 70 horsepower?
Well, it pulled stuff that this Valtra wouldn't. This Valtra didn't want to move the tanker full of water The
That's true.
Landini pulled it.
That is true. It did.
Yeah, we're all kinds of wedged in over here.
Yeah, I do plan on selling that tractor and getting a new one.
And I will probably be happier about it than you are.
Well, it's 300 horsepower and a CTV, so or around 300 horsepower. I don't want to give it away.
I can't find the trigger on this thing.
You have to, I think you have to unfold it,
You gotta be kidding me.
or you have to back it in perfectly one.
Well, everything's wedged so tight together here. Heck with it.
But are you just gonna go buy more seed?
Yep. I need to go over there and get liquid fertilizer anyway. I'm almost out of that too.
Okay.
Harry Landini, Harry Landini, invisible farm tractor. He could escape from anything though. That tractor can escape from any water puddle you can put it up against.
Gabe and I have 2,000 liters of canola for you.
Canola or canola oil?
Well, canola oil.
Okay. Well, without being able to see your files, Bradley, there's not really any good way that we can diagnose that problem for you, man. I know.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to diagnose problems without seeing files.
I mean, if it's a general problem, we can generally point you in the right direction, but
Well, I do know planters are hard to fill from like seed tenders.
they are. They got a very, very small trigger on them.
Yeah, they do have a smaller trigger.
This should get me by.
Yeah, no, I do. Oh, where am I stuck? Come on, there we go. Get stuck on something.
For the Kloss fans, the mod by Sniper Kitten is pretty nice. Interesting. I do like a good Kloss. Eddie18, welcome to the stream. John Howarth, how you doing, man? For those of you who don't know, John plays in some competitive gaming league type situations, and they have really been working hard to help out Farming Sins. I know they've collected quite a bit of money. I want to say when we did our fundraiser for Farming Sins, John messaged me and said that they had collected an additional $187.
Oh, that's nice.
Hmm.
And probably more. He didn't have an exact figure at that point, but very impressive stuff. Oh, look at that. The pre-Super Bowl crowd.
Oh yeah, wow, 40.
It's been a while since we've been up to that.
That's been.
Harvey, have you ever played Ranch Sim? I'd love a game like FS22 with some of the building and trading aspects like Ranch Sim. I have not played Ranch Sim, but I get the general idea of what you're trying to say, and I don't disagree with you. Actually, one thing I think it would be really cool is if there was a way to move animals in FS22 or even FS22 between pens without having to drive them in a truck. Like if you could actually herd sheep or cattle, that would be pretty cool.
That would be amazingly cool.
Right? Just little things like that that would bring a lot to the game. It's probably not that little to the programmers, but tough. That's what they get paid for.
Hmm.
Yep. Rob, the base game 1050 is four-wheel drive.
Christine Cartwright, how are you doing, Christine? Good to see you with us again. Very nice and very nice indeed.
See, almost every tractor I think in the base game has all-wheel drive.
I do. I don't have it on this server, but I've got a really good Fent 1050 mod by Stevie that boosts the 1050 up quite a bit and gives you a bunch of color options and additional tire options. But it's like it's the 1050T, which I assume is 1050 turbo. That's what I'm calling it anyway. And
More
it'll
than
run
likely.
run up to about is it 647 horsepower or something like that.
It's got the 1100 series motor options in it, I think.
Probably. That sounds right.
Hey, the grass is done.
Outstanding.
Okay, thank you. That's outstanding.
6% left in the hopper there.
That's fine. That's fine. If you want to just drop the baler in the yard,
Yeah, I
that'll
did.
work.
Actually,
Well, what I'm talking about, Bradley, isn't so much a modding issue. This would actually take genuine gameplay mechanics. You wouldn't. I don't know that you'd be able to make a mod for this. Maybe
Ooh.
to move animals between pens or different pastures and such.
I'm going to
If
say
you-
it's possible, but the amount of work to put into it would be like a
Insane.
lot, yes.
And it would all be Lewis script, and that's not something I'm good at.
Right.
Like it'd be probably a lot harder to code than Seasons was in 19.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we are done planting, right?
Um, I think so.
Oh,
Uh,
four wheel turning on a 1050. Holy crap! I don't know if I could even get used to that.
Your big field needs lime,
Yeah, it does.
and there are sections on this field that need some fertilizer.
Yeah, but the spreader right now is all tied up with lime, and I don't want to switch back and forth. We'll see. We'll see where we get to. I mean, I can get that second application of fertilizer on at any time. It doesn't have to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, no, like part of it still needs the first application
Right.
because remember, the one seeder didn't do fertilizer.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying. I guess I will just go lime that other field. Unless an additional... I mean, if I can get this liming done, then I'll convert this back over to fertilizer and we'll just go from there.
Okay.
But, I mean, there's nothing at this point really preventing us from moving into October.
Nope.
Nope, I don't think so.
is that grass there that needs baling?
Are you at my farm now, Gary?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the YouTube feed.
Oh, no, that's going to be converted. That's going to be turned into hay.
Oh,
I just mowed it
I mean, if you
earlier
want to
to
grab
get
the
it done.
tedder and
That's
you
a
want to
good...
grab the tedder and come ted it, you're more than welcome to.
You're showing that on Caveman, I'll go down to this end.
It's
I was
somewhere
just
over
getting
there on
some
Caveman's
turnaround
farm.
room.
Okay, well, I think we want to turn around down at this end.
It should be there should be a tedder over there by the tanker, the semi-tanker.
and the thing I just ran into.
Yeah, what I'm talking about, Bradley, is specifically like, have you ever seen like on old westerns where the cowboys are herding cattle, and that's not even necessarily an old western thing, but that's the one I thought of first. You know, cattle drives, except on a smaller scale.
Hmm. Yeah, I just trying to think
Yeah,
how much hard or how much code that would take to do.
a lot.
Plenty.
Like that would have that'd probably be very laggy too. It'd have to be like base game for it to actually be
Oh crap.
that's somewhat viable.
Now,
Yeah,
where
it
am I
probably would.
going- Where am I going with this?
The Tedder.
I totally jacked this up.
What
You're
field?
going
what
over
field
to
number?
Harv's. What field is that? 77?
Something like that.
Oh,
79.
Okay. Be there in a minute.
Yellowstone has what, Jordan? Oh, you talking about the TV show Yellowstone? That must be. Come on. Yeah, or if you've ever seen the movie City Slickers, those guys go to a dude ranch to learn how to herd cattle. Yeah, I mean they still do that to this day on a smaller scale. One of the cool things that in Clarkson's farm that they did was he hired a shepherd who had her own trained sheepdogs, and all she had to do was whistle, and those dogs knew exactly what to do to move those sheep wherever she wanted them to move them. It was really impressive to see.
Wow.
That is impressive.
Even Clarkson was like impressed, and he's got a big ego, so I guess if you're impressing somebody with a big ego, you've done something pretty spectacular.
Right?
A lifer, we did small cattle drives in Minnesota to transfer from remote pasture to farm spring and fall, and I will just say cattle are very, very stupid. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, a lifer. We're not talking about cross country cattle drives here or anything, but you can't leave, in real life, you cannot leave cattle in the same pasture month after month after month, year after year. They literally eat everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the government actually tracks. It's called carrying capacity. How much feed is available for how many animals for how many months on a specific piece of land. And like I said, they call that carrying capacity. How many animals can that land carry for an X amount of time? So it would just be cool to, and even if you had like a grass pasture, and even if they could even build in, I guess is what I'm trying to say, the fact that eventually they eat up all the feed, there's no more feed for them there, so you have to move them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And like in farm sim, especially with beef cattle, not so much dairy cattle. Dairy cattle take a lot more specialty feeding requirements, but beef cattle, you can put them out on the range and they will feed and water themselves. It's not like in farm sim where you have to produce hay bales and straw
Thank you.
and silage and all of that. That's really a dairy cattle thing.
I know.
TMR is. Go ahead.
To say the farmer across the street from me uses beef cows, and he just at the end of the harvest just lets it in the field and eats the like little knobs of left of the corn.
Yeah, the crop residue, absolutely. That's done a lot around here too.
he doesn't feed them anything else. So
So this where you want me to TED it?
Uh,
And buy
I-
the greenhouses
Well,
on farms, on ours, I guess.
wait, what's up?
you want him to Ted over there by the greenhouses.
Right. Yeah, that's the only grass I've got
Okay.
right now.
Yep. Yep. No problem.
Tanel, when you buy the Star Ninja, you can tell it not to put logos on it. It's one of the options in the shop. That's all you have to do. And the only way it could be sent to you is if you join the Harv's World Discord. But I can't promise that either. There comes a point where all good men must take matters into their own hands and do for themselves. Or something. Bradley, why can't people use Linux in space? This sounds like a setup to a joke, but I get the feeling it's not a joke.
I feel like it is a joke.
well, if it's not a joke, there's nothing stopping people from using Linux in space.
Alright, why can't people use Linux in space? Because you can't open Windows in space. Ah, it was a joke. You were right, Cave.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
DJ Harv, to be honest, your water bottle looks sick. What water bottle, man? 'Cause to
He's
be
probably
honest,
talking about the one on your merch store.
ah, cool.
And I don't get why they can't use Linux if you can't open Windows. 'Cause
I was
Windows and
wondering that
Linux are
myself.
Two completely different. They're two completely different operating systems.
Probably a spelling error. It's probably meant to be why do people use Linux in space?
Yeah, why
Guess
do
you can't-
people
That
use
would-
Linux in space? That makes more sense. Yep.
That makes a lot more sense.
Super JJ, be cool. The field that I'm liming right now is actually done. It won't get planted again until March when it's time for oats. So I'm going to leave it fallow. But it needed lime. It's already been plowed. It got mulched when the wheat came off of it. So basically nothing. We're almost done. We're probably going to move into October. And we might actually have to look into caveman sugarcane
Yeah, we might have to.
and Charco sunflowers.
Yeah. And soybeans.
Victorio Major, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here.
I think that's all the rolling done.
It should be all the rolling.
Nice, guys. Man, you guys knocked that out in a hurry, too.
What happens when you put 2 people on the job?
Yeah.
Right?
Um,
If somebody wanted to go grab the windrower, you could help Gary out, and
I'm already on it.
should have known. Super JJB Cool. Welcome to Harvest World. Thanks for subscribing, man. I mean, I could throw a coat of fertilizer on here if I wanted to. It doesn't have any yet. I don't know if I'm ready to do that, though. Although
I still think you need to put the fertilizer on the field that's only been half fertilized.
No, that's a fair point. I was getting ready to say, once this liming is done, I need to switch this spreader back over to fertilizer anyway.
This is a really cool milk trailer.
I like it. Okay, lime complete.
You have a bunch of cheese and chocolate here, Harv.
Yeah.
The cheese actually looks kind of just open. It's just like thrown in there.
It's kind of, well, look at the bread. Go to the bakery and see how the bread looks. It's like open loaves of bread sitting out in the open.
What?
Right?
Ant Heaven.
And what?
Ant Heaven. There's gonna be ants
Oh,
everywhere.
ant heaven. Yes, absolutely.
Get the biggest tractor I own with the little tedder.
Oh, I didn't have any. I didn't fill that up again anyway, so it didn't have any fertilizer in it. Excellent. That's even better. Nobody else needed lime, did they?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Might need though after harvesting the sunflowers though.
Ah,
So maybe not. Actually no, I think we just limed it before, so I think it's good actually.
My wife just brought me in some lunch.
Ooh.
What do you get good for lunch?
Oh, leftovers from last night. Sausage and turnip, I think it was.
leftovers are the best.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times leftovers actually taste better than the original meal. It's because, you
I
know,
think you're right.
the flavors have had a chance to sit there and mingle more, and
After this, I'm probably selling this stupid windrower.
Is it not working?
No, it's the one that the rear wheels always want to turn when you try to
Oh.
back up. It's annoying. I'm probably just going to get rid of it and replace
That's
it with
fair.
another one.
Yeah, I can see how that's annoying.
Actually, how much is a new windrower? And is there one on sale right now?
There is
There
one
is
on sale. Oh, that's a tether.
That is not a windrower on sale. How much is a new windrower?
Oh, there's a mower on sale.
what kind of mower?
Lycon. The butterfly one.
Really?
Yeah, 21,000.
Oh gosh, that's tempting. 21,000 for the rear butterfly?
Yeah.
Holy
Well, I guess it's
crap.
40,000 with the windrower attachment. But
That one has the turning thingy on it. That one does not. You have the turning thingy on it? You do not either. You are 12.
James. Leftovers taste even better when they're not yours. He took his parents' Red Lobster last night. Nice. I haven't been to Red Lobster in quite some time. Yeah, it should be on Mod Hub. There are several factories on Mod Hub now.
I'm not even waiting. I'm replacing this thing. This is, no.
You're sick
Too
of
annoying. It's too annoying.
it. Well, we don't need to bale the hay. We can just collect it in my forage wagon. If it gets to that point. Otherwise, I can do it later. It's no big deal.
Okay, all done.
Awesome.
Anything else that needs to get done today?
I don't think so. I think we're about done for September. We got done quicker than I expected us to. So we move into October. We've got sunflowers and that sugar stick stuff, sugar cane.
Ice brew and glue.
All right, Sprue, take care, man. We'll see you around.
Later.
Bye.
Anybody a fan of reheated pizza? Personally, if I've got pizza, I'd just as soon have it cold. Straight out of the
My
fridge.
favorite pizza's the
Depends on
nice
the type of
greasy
pizza.
ones. Like, those are my favorite pizzas.
What's your favorite?
The nice greasy ones.
Oh, you gotta have greasy pizza.
But those ones aren't as good cold. If it's just a normal pizza, cold isn't bad, but the ones that have a lot of grease on them cold are not good.
Yeah, if it's extremely greasy, you need to at least knock the chill off of it so the grease starts, or the grease becomes liquid again.
Yeah, that's fair.
After that, then yeah. But
If you don't like cold pizza, but you still like wants that kind of like not necessarily greasy feeling, if you put it into a microwave with like a wet paper towel, it actually helps a lot. Kind of adds that moisture back into it.
Yeah, you need the paper towel under it to help it out.
Keep the crust from getting rubbery.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, but we
I got a
used to call it
much better
cold,
cheddar now.
cold pizza and warm beer
Oh.
is the breakfast of champions.
Cold pizza. Well, I can't say I'm a fan of warm beer. Never developed
All
those
the next morning.
European taste buds. Oh, just you grab the bottle that you left on the counter the night before.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is a lot better, caveman.
Remember the old joke? People that would work on old British sports cars and British drink warm beer because Lucas makes refrigeration. Lucas did the wiring on a lot of 50s and 60s British sports car, and it's horrible wiring.
Oh. Kevin never has leftover pizza, but his wife is basically a chef, so I don't know how you survive your wife being a chef.
Oh,
I don't either.
Because I mean, I'm a big
really
guy
don't
already,
either.
but if I had a wife and she were a chef,
Ooh.
I would be 600 frickin' pounds.
Oh,
I really prefer the spreader on the back.
the one where our went and bought.
I was coming over to look at it. You didn't fool around.
No, he didn't.
Like crap, dude.
Is that the biggest one or is that the second biggest one?
I don't know, but it didn't have the wheels that turned with it. So
As long as
I'm
it
happy.
doesn't have swivel wheels on it, he's good.
Okay, no, that's the second biggest one.
Yeah, I spent like half my money on it,
Oh wow.
but it's still better than dealing with what I had.
Yeah, the next tractor I buy, which I'll probably have in spring, is going to be a nice tractor,
Harv.
graded.
Right.
Wow, I love how you respect my roller there.
It was in the way.
I'm not even looking to put it there.
Wasn't me. I haven't rolled a thing.
It's caveman.
I grabbed the forage wagon. I'm gonna come over and start collecting that hay. There's no hurry on the fertilizer over here, so.
Oh, I made it worse. Now it's completely upside down.
That sounds pretty Sharko-like.
It's the wrong side
Yeah,
up
of
for you,
course it
Sharko.
is.
I had to fix that. You parked it the wrong way around for your normal you, so I had to fix it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Surprisingly, it actually let me attach to it, so.
This ought to be plenty of hay to get my cattle through the winter. That is so you, Sharko.
Is.
Forage wagons use a lot more of this bonsilage stuff than, and they don't use it for hay, but if you're just picking up grass, they use a lot more of it than balers and such do for the same amount of grass.
So that stuff's not cheap.
And I have found I've been cutting back a little bit at a time, and I have found out that making TMR, I can get away with as little as 200 liters of mineral feed for 24,000 liters of TMR. So even though mineral feed is now in the mix, you don't have to use very much of it.
Yeah, I wish the tedder wouldn't spread the stuff out so much onto other fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. You know what?
Well,
We might have to download that New Holland tedder.
oh, what tedder is that?
Do you remember the tedder windrower all-in-one combo you used on Off the Grid?
Yeah.
They have that out for 19 now. I mean,
Nice.
19 for 22 now.
Well, there is a 9-meter tedder right now for 7,000.
That's true, there is. It's a nice tedder, too. I think we're done tedding, though. I don't think there's anything left to ted right
No.
now.
What I was getting at, if you've already rode it up with that New Holland one, you just run over the row and it just turns the whole row over.
Oh, that's right. It does flip the whole row. That's a good point. Hello, cows. I don't know if we've used my silo yet in game, in stream.
Jonathan, does it actually work? Like, they actually pick up the bales? I didn't think they did. If they do, then that's really cool.
The question is, why isn't it? I'm not hitting the tip-in trigger here. It's
Your
never
silo
been.
full.
Nah, there's no way it's full. It's 1.1 million liters of. There it is. It's just finicky.
Well, that's interesting. The conveyor belts actually have a little storage in them.
Ted does not talk. We have removed his voice box.
Huh. Okay, that's cool.
What's cool?
Found out the
Well, the
small
little
square
bales.
balers that make the bales that you can move by hand. Group them in a bunch of 14 to make a big bale, then can use mechanical pickup. Oh, that's good to know.
Oh,
You can use a small baler.
Bear Hugs is what a private server? If you're asking about the map that we're on playing right now, yes, it's 100% private. Holy crap, I just saw Sharko warp past me. Like an alien.
dang.
I mean, that would explain why I had the monolith on my property.
Wind
That's
drawing
true.
is done.
I'm gonna have like 150,000 liters of straw here, so or hay, so won't need hay for a good long while.
No, you shouldn't. I probably could have got away with just leasing this thing instead of buying it, but
Probably.
if I hadn't have bought it, we would have needed it again, and like we would have needed it again tomorrow somehow.
Well,
Yeah.
eventually my cows ought to bloody start giving birth, and I should have some growth, but they're not there yet. Actually, at one point, I think they're just going to double in size, and I'm going to have 2 full cow barns.
Probably.
I know what I was hearing earlier. It wasn't what I thought it was. Although I have to say, I do like this forage wagon. If it wasn't for straw bales, I wouldn't have baled anything lately. Come on, Fant. Let's go. So what are we going to do? Are we going to Sharko's farm for sunflowers, or are we going to? I think we check out Caveman's plan for sugarcane.
I mean, no, I guess we could probably do both.
Yeah, I mean,
We don't have the trailer loads or trailers for caveman.
What do you mean we don't have the trailers?
Like, store everything in. We need 2 people to do trailers back and forth.
Oh, you don't?
Well, I guess it does have a storage tank, doesn't it?
Yeah.
and a chunky one at that. Not to mention Caveman has his silo. How full is your silo getting? You still have a lot of that sugar cane left over from the last harvest you did.
Sitting around 300,000 liters of sugarcane in the silo. There's a reason I said I was gonna look into getting into sugar beets.
City looks sweet, and how you doing, bud? Your arm's feeling better? That's good to hear. Glad you're feeling better, man.
That is good to hear.
Always is.
Go to Sharko's for coffee and tea. But there's no sugar tonight in my coffee, and there's no sugar tonight in my tea. Nobody to stand beside me either. All right, I can collect the rest of this hay later. So why don't we jump forward to October?
Give me 1 minute before you decide to jump.
The timer is running.
I just didn't want you to jump while I was trying to unload bales because I didn't know what would happen.
That's fine. Just let me know when you're ready. I'll take your word for it, James. I don't drink tea.
Alrighty. Ready, whenever you are.
All right. I'm just dropping my trailer here. And are you prepared for the nightmare that is our sugarcane?
I guess
Yes.
so. You should be ready to harvest.
Oh, holy crap. That's too
It's
dark.
It is dark.
We'll fix that. That's about right. All right, I am headed to Caveman's farm. And actually, Gary, if you wanted to follow me, you can go over there with me.
Yep, I'm on my way.
I just saw you sitting there and figured it'd be easier if I just not lag out. I take the back roads.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a different route than I was thinking of. There was those pink marshmallows on his fields.
Oh. Unless I miss my guess, Caveman is overspending a little cash right now.
I've already spent the cash.
Caveman is en route with the cash he spent just now. Actually, I think Caveman got the pink marshmallows off of his fields.
Oh.
I am
Zoomy
in
boy.
route. Oh yeah, it's a zoomy
If
boy.
it wasn't for this game, I wouldn't know what those marshmallows in the fields were all about.
Right? Me neither. Oh, here he comes. Holy crap, look at that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Good God, man. It looks like it has wings. Fold that header up again. Let's show everybody what this thing does. Oh, your honey is full, but oh no, it's a double stack.
Oh, this?
Look at that. That is crazy.
I mean, I have this harvester. It's taking me forever to get here.
All right. Do we even need a trailer for this, or you're just loading it all into one thing?
No, it's this standard size. It's not oversized, it's standard size.
So we will need a trailer.
At some point, yes.
Almost instantly, you should need a trailer.
Where did we leave your truck? There it is.
By the silo. And apparently it was not doing this in testing. Oh, I'm full.
Well, your truck is still at my farm, so I've got to get all the way over there. David, that mod comes from Papa Smurf's Modding. You do have to register for an account with Papa Smurf to be able to download mods from his site. And it's where all of it's where Kaz64, when they're not on Mod Hub, is where he posts his maps as well. And that reminds me, guys, last I heard, I think we mentioned this on Wednesday's stream, but Kaz is in the hospital apparently, so keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He is a fantastic FS map maker, and it's not that we want him to get well so that he can get back to making the maps that we love. But he's also a really nice guy. I've talked to him a couple times. And he's even dropped into the stream a few times. So, yeah, keep Kaz in your thoughts and prayers.
Well, I'll go harvest then my field.
I'm coming.
I thought I was gonna have a cool header, but nowhere near as cool as Caveman's.
Did you even make it down one row before you got full?
No. I didn't.
You probably should have got the tank extension, huh?
Probably, but I wasn't thinking, and I just leased it, so.
And I'm not close enough. That header's going to make it a little bit difficult to unload you sometimes.
Well, I tell you what. Hold still.
Hang on. I think I got it. It's not unloading. I am definitely positioned to unload you, and it's just not unloading. There. No, I thought it was going, and then.
On.
Well,
Yeah.
whoops.
I'm getting a sound effect.
Yeah, it's not unloading for me. Okay, I guess let me just go see if it dumps into the silo.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, there's a slurry tanker, Harv. That I can fertilize one.
Oh,
sale.
That's a thought. I'll have to look at that later. Well, that's craptastic. Do you have to control I it maybe? Or did you try that?
May not do that right next to the side. May not do that on the silo.
No. Pull up next to me. Yeah, we've had loads of sugarcane in this trailer.
Go I.
No.
Put the pipe away. Reopen it, maybe? Come on. Do your job.
Bum 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 bum. How far down can you lower the pipe? You know, I'm just wondering if somehow it's not seeing the trailer trigger, or yeah, if it was gonna go, it'd have gone by now.
Control I.
Nope.
Control I is not unloading anything.
Uh-uh.
This action cannot be performed. Okay.
I mean, the belt starts running. You can see the belt running on the header.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll. At this point, if it'll just do this.
It won't unload
All
at
right,
all. Well,
I'm a little worried now.
not multiplayer compatible, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, there's one more thing I got an idea for, and I'm gonna try it. And if this doesn't work, then I'm really gonna be in the hole.
And we'll need to come up
But
with a new solution.
yeah,
I am getting an error, but I don't know if that'll work, or if that's the reason. The error says no fill for carrots.
Carrots. It
Yeah.
thinks that sugarcane is carrots.
It might.
And
If it
no,
does-
this trailer would not take carrots.
it would if the map had carrots installed,
Right.
but the map doesn't.
So the question now is, did you buy a sugarcane header? Did you accidentally buy a carrot header?
It's a sugarcane header. I've got one more crazy idea up my sleeve, and hopefully this works.
I was gonna say, Caveman, when you bought the header,
What's your
it
crazy
did say
idea?
a carrot. So,
Oh, don't tell me they screwed up it holds sugarcane, or it took down the sugarcane.
And just so you guys know, this is the mod we're talking about, so you can see Smurfinator modding team. But it's this Homer triple wide multi-fruit pack, which will do beets, potatoes, peanuts if you've got them on a map, carrots, sugarcane. And it's got separate headers for each. So there's a carrot header and a sugarcane header side by side.
Okay, this is the one that's designed to go with it. And it's not working.
And that is the sugarcane header. Look in your shop, your
Yes,
garage
as
window.
sugarcane.
Based on the error that Sharko's getting, it seems to me like it has converted it to carrot somehow.
yeah, I was gonna say, because when you bought the header, also the
Yeah, I'm seeing
take
those.
carrot.
I was not getting these in single player.
Graham, just for your question, in the shop, the silage additive is this Bon Silage silage additive under pallets. And if you add that and you're picking up grass or baling grass and it has an additives tank, it will give you a better grass harvest. You get more grass. I want to say it's maybe anywhere from 3 to 5% increase in grass. Hashtag BSC. It's Sharko's fault that the sugarcane harvester broke. Not really, but I'm on my way to Sharko's farm, since it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do
Yeah,
the
I can't
sugarcane
harvest
right
that.
now.
I can't harvest sunflower.
You cannot?
You planted it late, so it's not ready to harvest yet.
Oh, well, with that said, we have reached the 2-hour mark. So we probably ought to think about calling it a day. I got plenty I need to do to get ready for travel in the morning, as far as packing and all of that good stuff. Yep, I guess it's not ready, is it? Well, guys, we've had our hiccups. We got a lot done. We're about ready for fall. We're trying to get there. Gary, it was really good to have you with us today. Sorry we couldn't have made it a little more exciting for you, but we really appreciate your help.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Caveman, Sharko, any parting thoughts?
Well,
Pleasure having you on the stream with us today.
it was great having you on the stream with us today, Gary. And we're not going to be here Wednesday, but we will be back here next Sunday.
That's right. We will be
Put
back
it on your
on Sunday.
calendar. Put it on your calendar. Next Sunday.
Sunday on Harv's World. Back on Elmcreek for sure.
Next weekend's a long weekend here.
Well, it's a long weekend for me too, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys. Well, as always, we very much appreciate you coming along for the ride, and until next time, take care.